Some of you watching this probably know who I am, but for those of you that don't, my name is Christopher Williams. I am a filmmaker who is conspiring to make films to tell really amazing stories and really bring the quality of filmmaking to life. Now, the reason I'm making this video today is because I have a couple things that I want to talk to you about. Some things that I've dealt with throughout my life, and I want to address them because I'm sick and tired of people not understanding them, and I'm not going to stay quiet about it anymore. So, here's what's going on. A couple days ago, I was working my normal job. I just, went in like I normally do. For those of you that don't know what I'm doing right now, while I want to be a filmmaker for the rest of my life, I'm currently in retail, where I work with customers on a daily basis. And just the other day, I had a customer come in who, by the way, was a complete idiot. He came in, and after I went through with the transaction, like I do, I tried to tell him that he had some store credit left, because the store I work at, we have a thing going on where, you can get, where if you do however we do it, you can get store credit back. However, I used a firm tone with it, but he took it as I was yelling at him, which, by the way, I was not. Or at least that was not my intention. But either way, he took what I said completely out of context, and he tried to have me fired from my job. Now, you might think, well, maybe your tone was too harsh. Well, at least for those of you who don't know me might think that. But here's the problem with this. I do not intend for that, because I have been known to use a firm tone, and I will admit to that. But what I don't like is when people take things I say out of context. And sometimes I often say things the wrong way too, because here is why. Some of you watching this probably already know this, but for those of you that do not, I have to deal with autism. For those of you who do not know what autism is, it's a disorder that makes things more limiting for you. I've had to deal with it my entire life. Things have not always been easy for me. And so, a lot of the times when I would try to say something, people would get mad at me because I didn't say it the way they wanted me to. Or they would take, like I just said, they'd take what I said out of context. This has happened to me for a majority of my life, and I want people to understand that is not my intention. And for those of you who agree with me, that's great. But the reason I'm making this video, this quick video, is because I just want people to understand what I have to deal with all the time, because that's not okay. I'm just tired of people treating me like that. And this isn't the only time I've had to deal with people like that working at my job. A couple months back, there was another customer who came in, and she had her child with her, sorry. Yeah, I said that wrong. Again, I tend to say things wrong, but often have to correct myself. Anyway, she came in with her child, and oh my God, she was ridiculous. There was a point where her child was screaming in my ear, and for those of you who do not know this, I am severely sensitive to high-pitched noises like that. But instead of asking what was wrong, you know what she did to me? She tried to have me fired. Just like all the other entitled customers who come in. Again, I almost said that wrong. Yeah, rather than asking me what was going on, she tried to have me fired from my job. She went to my manager and was just like, I want this guy fired, which is, by the way, completely not a good reason to have someone fired. I could totally understand having me fired if I did something else, or if I said something else, which I did not. But either way, she was just out of hand. But instead of looking at the context of what I was going through, she was like, oh wait, he's having a meltdown. Ooh, I'm gonna use it! Fire him, fire him, fire him! It'll make me look good. It'll make me look like I'm part of the PC police. She was definitely one in the cancel culture crowd. And I am totally against cancel culture. As towards people that don't deserve it, that is. But in my opinion, people like that should be fired from their job. And I am definitely not okay with people acting like that. I'm not going to say some of the stuff they said to me because I don't want to offend anybody, but all I'm saying is just because someone is having a meltdown, that doesn't necessarily mean they're ridiculous. I want that to be abundantly clear for everybody. I'm thriving to be a content creator, and one of these days I'm going to be really out there. Again, I stuttered with my words. I tend to do that. I don't know why. All I know is you can't treat people like that. You just cannot. I'm not going to go into the full details of all that because I'd be here all day if I did that, and I really don't want to be here all day, but you get my point. All I'm saying is be objective. If something is up, look into what's going on rather than jumping to conclusion. Because I'm sick of people doing that, and it needs to stop. And if doing a video like this makes that happen, then so be it. Well, that's about all for my rant right now, but I just wanted to make that abundantly clear that I do not tolerate behavior like that, and for those of you that do follow and support me, Godspeed to you. You're amazing. Well, there's not much more to say about in this video other than keep watching, keep up to date for some of my future projects. I've got multiple projects in the works right now, and be sure to subscribe. Be sure. Yep, I've got. Try to say this right. I run and operate a YouTube channel with my two best friends called TSC Studios, so you should subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. And I also have my own YouTube channel where I do something, where I might do like behind the scenes stuff or some of my own projects that are not related to that stuff that but people will still want to see. So make sure to check that out as well. That's about all I have to say for this video. That is my confession/rant. I'd go into this more, but like I said, I don't want to be here all day. I'll tell you more another time. All right, that's all I have to say for right now. Have a good one.